Hi everyone, welcome back to Special Angel Art Dolls. I'm Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. I am back today with my sweet little Vulcan baby, Talila. And I decided to try a different angle on her today. She is lying in the baby nest. She's on her side. And the baby nest is covered with the white hand-knitted blanket that I made. Possibly the only one that I will make for a long time. And she's still in her brown and white corduroy. I kind of think of them as like faux overalls, but I guess it's a romper. It's just sleeveless and has long legs, but it reminds me very strongly of overalls. And she's wearing that over a thin white long sleeve onesie with a Peter Pan collar. But she's on her side. And she is snuggled up with her little crocheted salot lovey. And she has her little fisted hand tucked under her chin and her cheek resting on her other open hand. And she is facing into the camera, but on her side. So tell me if you guys like this angle. I do have a different setup, so I'm just finding some things that work. And I thought she was really, really sweet in that pose, so I decided to try it. Anyway, I was going to change her in this video, but I'm just not ready to take her out of this outfit yet. I really love it on her way more than I expected to. So I want to keep her in it just a little longer. Besides, it is really chilly right now, so it's nice and warm and cozy and very appropriate. I really love dressing her in simple, very, very simple and fairly plain clothes. Not like super, super plain, but she is a baby Vulcan, and even though like in the Star Trek universe, Vulcans aren't born with emotional control, their whole culture is built on logic. And so while, I don't think that I'm going to find any baby clothes that would be something that Vulcan parents would actually use to dress their babies. But this seems to come pretty close, and things like that do seem to come pretty close. So I like to find things that come close, or that are more simplistic in style. Every now and then I will dress her in something really frilly because she's just so cute in absolutely anything. But this is my favorite style for her. So anyway, I'm going to do the What Happened to Me tag by Renee's Reborns. And she just asked us to tell a story about something that had happened to us, whether it was Reborn related or not. And I really, really had to think about this because there are so many stories that I could tell, just like crazy or funny or strange things that have happened to me. But I had an experience while I was on my beach trip where I opened Sweet Little Season that decided me on what story that I was going to tell, because I'm actually going to be able to share some video footage with you guys. So this story really starts when I was 14 and my cousin was 10, and we had gone with my grandmother to a neighbor's house to pick up the nuts that were falling off her tree. She had a big, huge pecan tree in her yard, and she had just had back surgery and she was unable to pick up the nuts as they were falling, and she was going to lose her crop. So we went over and we picked them all up. And my grandma was putting away the buckets and the picker-upper things and all the things that we'd used. And we had ridden over on her golf cart. This is out in the country. And so she called to us from the barn where she was putting the things away, and she said, "Nicole can drive y'all home." Well, she meant to say Taylor, which is my cousin. And I knew this. But Taylor did not, or possibly didn't care. I don't know. And I said, I really think she meant you. I don't think I want to drive this. And my cousin says, oh, it'll be okay. I'll tell you when to turn. And I'm like, okay, I really don't want to do this. The blind girl driving the car or golf cart. I should state here that I had a track record for not doing very well driving things. When I was 4, I had a little pink battery-powered Barbie sports car. It was a Lamborghini, and I drove it down the neighbor's embankment into their ditch. And also, I got my first bicycle on my 5th birthday and immediately ran into the side of the house. So I did not have a great track record for this. So we get on the golf cart, and I'm just like inching along very, very slowly, absolutely petrified. But Taylor's not saying anything, so I figured, things are fine. My grandma comes racing out of the barn and yelling at the top of her lungs, Nicole, you're gonna hit the side of the house. Take a sharp left. So I did. But I also slammed my foot down on the pedal as hard as it could go, accidentally. I don't know how many donuts we did before I finally managed to stop, but I thought that the golf cart was going to flip. We were both screaming our heads off. So that has been a family joke ever since. Once we stopped, my grandma ran over and she jumped up on the golf cart and she said, Nicole, you better never drive this thing again unless a miracle from heaven happens and you can see. I was like, I didn't want to drive it in the first place. I was absolutely terrified. It's really funny now, but at the time it was really scary. I thought we could have both been like really badly hurt. So that has been kind of a family joke anytime golf carts come up ever since. So now I'm going to show you some little clips from when I was at the beach with my parents. My aunt was also there. She has a place near my parents' place, and we had been joking about this, and she actually let me drive her golf cart around. She was with me, and I was very careful, and nothing bad happened. But yeah, I'll show you those videos right now.
Stay straight. Nicole is driving me around at Goose Creek. Putter, putter, putter. Pray we don't have a wreck.
That's all right. I almost wrecked it going backwards.
But we didn't do donuts like at Mima's. Oh. You're doing good. Woo! Come to the right a little bit, just a little bit. Now straighten it back up. There you go. Straighten it back up a little. There you go. We're going to stay on our side of the road.
Oh, you don't want to zigzag all over the place?
Oh, straighten it up a little bit. Straighten it this way to the right. Straighten it up to the right a little bit. We are zigzagging right this for a little bit right now. Now, okay, keep going. Come to the right a little bit. Let the truck over there. Straighten back up. Now stay straight. There you go. To the right a little bit. There you go. This way. Oh, straighten it up a little bit. Just to the right. 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 Now straighten back up. Straighten back up to the left a little bit. There you go. Now keep it straight right here. Come back to the right. To the right a little bit more. Nicole's driving Miss Daisy around. To the left. There you go. Now straighten it up. Stay right there. We won't go around the pond in case we fall in.
But see, this is proof positive that if Mima hadn't scared me, that would have never happened. So that is my response to the "What happened to me" tag. I hope that some of you got a laugh out of it. Just a little funny episode of that was the only reckless driving I did as a teenager. I never wanted to do it again. Some blind people, especially teenagers, young adults, etc., will have friends or loved ones or whatever take them into like an empty parking lot or a big open field and drive around in a car. And that incident with the golf cart scared me so badly that I was never interested in doing anything like that. Honestly, I'm still not. Driving around the golf cart, as you just saw, was pretty fun, but also a little bit intimidating. And yeah, I have no real desire to drive a car. Sometimes people think that I must miss it or miss out, feel like I miss out, and I really don't. So yeah, that is my tag response, and I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing sweet little Talila again, even though she was in the same outfit. I really love this baby, guys. You know, I was very worried. Sorry about that noise in the background. I was really worried that I would lose my bond with her because she was the one baby that I shared with my husband. He actually paid for half of her, and she was the one that he cared about. And we named her for a very special character in a Star Trek game that we both played and possibly still will play. I don't know. And I was just afraid that I would lose my connection with her, or that in order to keep it, I would have to change her in some way, like maybe make her into a boy or change her name or something, but that hasn't happened. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I can still just 100% love her, and every time I pick her up, she makes me happy. So I'm really glad about that. I guess to me, she represents everything that was good in my husband's and my relationship during our marriage and otherwise. And I'm happy for that. So, yeah, just a little reflection that I wanted to share. Anyway, take care, everyone. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you again the day after tomorrow. I'm trying to do videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm doing all my filming on Saturdays so that I can just get them out. And also, I have a poll up on my community tab, so if you haven't seen that and voted in it yet, please go over and do so if you would like to, or leave me a comment on it. I just asked what kinds of videos you guys would like to see, so that would be really helpful for me. So thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. Bye.